Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to my doll room. Today we are looking at a much anticipated limited edition doll, and this is for the live action Little Mermaid, and this doll is Halle Bailey as Ariel, and it is supposed to represent her from the film, and this is a limited edition doll of her character, and it is commemorating the release of the film. So I have a fun story with this one. I think on Instagram I had said I was very mad at Shop Disney for losing my Ariel doll. I did speak with Shop Disney customer service as the tracking information for the doll that they sent me never updated. So it was like she was never progressing through the mail system. So eventually they said, well, I guess we'll just have to cancel your order. And so they did, and they had to refund me. Well, thank goodness she showed up like the next day, unannounced, not on the tracking at all, at the post office, and I was able to let Shop Disney know, of course, that the doll did come, but it was just such a strange thing that it had never really happened to me like that, and I was so heartbroken that I had waited so long for this movie and so long for this doll, and for something like that to happen to me. So that's my fun story, so I think that's also why she means so much to me now that she's here. So we're going to be taking looks at all of her details. There's a lot to go over, so just bear with me here. And if I miss something, just let me know down in the comments. But I'm going to try to start from top to bottom here, and we're just going to admire all of the beauty in this doll. So at the top of her box, it says Disney, The Little Mermaid, and that is the logo for the live action film. This is in the shape of like a seashell, I think, and it has like little gold details on it. Her box is very reflective, and there's like corals and seaweed and like bubbles and stuff in it, so you'll see all kinds of different little designs. The ribbon that you can hold her with is purple, and the ribbon on the back that ties the box together is also purple. Up here is the Disney Store logo. Very shiny. Ooh, rainbow effect. And you have to be at least 6 years old to have this, according to them. So, her window is like a nautical window. Up here is like these gold bands that the other merchandises had for their packaging. And it says her name, Ariel, on a seashell that has bubbles. And this is more of a pronounced like seashell, like a clamshell. And it says limited edition 1 of 5,200. So they only made 5,200 of her, and the one that I had got was lost in the mail somehow. So I don't understand how all that happened. But here is her beautiful face, and I think that this does represent Halle Bailey very much. I really don't have any arguments with this because that's obviously who this is. Now, is it a realistic Halle Bailey? No. It's more of like a Disney-fied Halle Bailey, which I think is what these need to be for live action characters. Because we've seen in the past with live action princesses, they went for the realistic version, cough cough, Emma Watson's Belle doll, and it turned out looking very interesting. And this seems to work better as it is a animated version of Halle Bailey. So I hope that they continue with this as they make more live action dolls. So, and she has her little beauty mark there over her eyebrow, which looks like it's raised a little bit, like they put a little raise on it so it actually looks like a real beauty mark. So fabulous job. Her hair is red like it is in the film, the natural red, and spread throughout it has the braids and locks. And I think this is the best time that this was done because the locks are like evenly dispersed. It's not all coming from one section, like they're evenly dispersed, and she looks like she has very thick hair, a lot of hair, and doesn't look like she has any issues with that. The background of her box is just under the sea, looks like a part of her father's kingdom, and her outfit is basically a regeneration of what she wears in the movie. She has a pink swim bra. In the movie it looks a little bit more like a shirt thingy, but here it looks more like a bra now that we have it on a doll. And it's a scaly pattern, and it has a ruffle on the top. On her shoulder, she has a bag that she's likely made out of like some seaweed, maybe some old twine, maybe some human stuff that she's found. And in her bag, she has Prince Eric's telescope, which is a very important thing at the beginning of the movie. So make sure you guys look for that if you haven't seen it already. And on her bag, there's some charms. There's like a little feather, like a pearl, like some little gold dangly things. There's been some dolls that I've heard that did not get the charms on the doll. So as soon as I heard that, of course I had to come and check mine because, you know, she was lost in the mail, so what was keeping her charms on? But luckily they're here, but that's been happening, so make sure you check yours. Also could be that in some regions, I don't know if these little things would pass the safety test or not. It's just weird, but I would rather have one with charms, so just check yours. Her tail is fabric, and at the top they have a little bit of like a dusting of paint to like kind of represent how her tail just kind of gradually, slowly becomes like on her torso. But of course in a doll that would be harder to do, but it looks like they accomplished this very well. The bottom of her tail has all of these like clear sequins over top of this beautiful fabric that goes from green to like a light purple, and the fins really don't look like they did in the film, which I'm fine with because this is beautiful, this ruffled like shiny fabric with like the little threads going through it. Oh, it's so pretty. Her tail in the movie's like a little bit more pronounced. Like all of the mermaids in the film have very obviously different tails, but this seems to work for me. On this version of the doll, it works for me. And on the back of her tail, she has fins that go up all the way behind her. They look like they must help her swim, which that is also kind of different too. But I think in this case, a change from the outfit act really works, and I am very okay with this beautiful, beautiful tail. On the side of the box here is more gold corals and bubbles and seashell, so it just carries on that theme throughout the box. On the side of the box, it's the same pattern there going through, and up against the plastic there's like that gold detailing once more. So, and it's going to be the same on the other side of the box as well. The back of her box says the Little Mermaid, and in that same seashell that's on the front with her name in it has the information about the doll. On the top it's in English, and the bottom it's in French, and it talks about the doll. Ariel making waves, Disney artists introduced this doll, Ariel's led to Ursula, her sweet sea life friends, Flounder and Sebastian. So it just gives a commentary about that, and you can read it all if you want to. Down here is the certificate of authenticity and display stand included, and that's all inside her box. Here's all the product information, and there's her price. They don't have the price on there exactly, but she was $150, which is an increase of price from our last limited edition dolls. Alright everyone, I think that's all the details here that I need to show you of this Ariel limited edition doll. Let me know what you think of her in the comments, and let me know if you'd like to see any more details up close or know any more information about the doll. As always, have an enchanted day, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow me on social media accounts. Thank you, bye-bye.